and welcome back to another video. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's been about a month since my last video. I've just been having a really busy time at work and in life, and a lot of decisions that I've been making, changes I've been making in my life and planning. So I'm sure in the next few videos I'll update you on everything, all of the changes that are happening in my life that are really exciting but also really scary. But in other news, in lighter news, it's Friday today and it's actually a public holiday here in Italy for one of the saints. So yeah, it's Friday, I'm at home, I have the day off. I have just been doing my things all morning. My flatmate has just left to go to Thailand, and I have a very exciting brand to talk to you about, a very exciting collaboration with Vivaia. Some of you may have heard of them before. They've sent me 3 pairs of shoes very kindly to review, and I have put them all back in their boxes, but I've actually been wearing a couple of the pairs for the past couple of weeks at work just to wear test them, because I wanted to come back to you guys with my review of the shoes, of how comfortable they are, of everything like that. So I thought that it would be useful for me to at least wear them a few times, get a feel for how they are on my feet, to be able to come back and talk to you guys about them as well. And later in this video, or while I'm talking, I'm going to insert a few clips of me styling them and kind of how I would wear them, where I would wear them, and kind of like my ideal day in Vivaia, which is very exciting. So thank you so much, first of all, to Vivaia for working with me on today's video. So before I show you the shoes, what I wanted to do was just talk a little bit about the brand itself. So they're an eco-friendly and sustainable shoe company, and they actually make their shoes out of recycled plastic bottles, which is such a cool thing. I feel like in this day and age, especially with fashion brands and just fashion in general, I think it's really important to given the sheer amount of brands that there are, and with fast fashion and everything like that, I feel like a lot of it ends up in landfill and is not very good for the environment. So it does make me happy to see brands, just whacked myself in the chin. It does make me happy to see brands like Vivaia, and makes me proud to want to work with a brand like them, because they are very eco-centric and focused on doing their bit as well for the environment and making the most out of the rubbish that people leave around. So not only that, but they are beautiful shoes, they are so comfortable, and there are 3 main things that I want to say about these shoes. So first of all, we'll open up the first pair. So the first pair that I picked up are these black flats, and I've been looking for a pair of flats like this for such a long time. I feel like they're really my go-to style of shoe. I do have a couple of pairs of flats, one from a brand here in Milan, and another one from I think Zara. But so I'm gonna try and show you guys these close up and just kind of like the style of them. As you can see, they are super flexible, so they move with your foot when you're walking, which is something that I really appreciate, because there's nothing worse than a stiff shoe when you're walking. There's also these removable insoles that make it really supportive for the arch of your foot, and they also make it just that little bit more comfortable and cushiony on the inside. So you can already get a feel for just how comfortable the shoe is. And not only that, at the back of the shoe, there's also like a padded area. I don't know if you can see that, but for the back of your foot, which is so important for me, because every time I wear a pair of shoes like this kind of style, I feel like they always rub against the back of my ankle. And it's really annoying. It gives me blisters, and it's such a shame because I love shoes like this, and I wish I could wear them more, but I just haven't found a pair until now that doesn't hurt my feet and doesn't give me blisters. And also, another thing, not only do these go with everything, but what I love the most is that I have another pair of flats. And this is probably even a bit TMI to talk about, but they make my feet smell so bad. And by the end of the day, I'm like, ew. Like throughout the day while I'm wearing them, I'll notice that my feet smell, and they get really sweaty as well. So it's really important, I think. And as Vivaia does, they have like the insole is made from like a breathable fabric. So it makes your feet not smell. Like I wore these all day for multiple days at work and was walking around the city and, you know, going about my life, and got home and no smell at all. So that is a big tick for me. So I'm going to insert some clips of me wearing these. And of course leave links and everything down below. In terms of sizing, I would have to suggest to go up a size. I noticed I've had shoes from Vivaia before, and they were also flats similar to these, but just a slightly different model. And usually I would take a 38 in shoes, but I took a 39 in these, and they're perfect, especially to make sure that they don't rub up against the back of your heel, which can be, you know, of course, if your shoes are a little bit too small for you, can cause blisters and various other issues like that. So I would suggest to go up a size in this style. I took a 39 and usually go for a 38, so just for your reference. Also, how cute is this little packaging? Again, I put them back inside the packet for this video. But the second pair that I picked up were the exact same model, but in a different color. And this is it's very Chanel-esque. It reminds me of the Chanel ballet flats, which I just thought was so chic. And again, they're a little bit different to just your regular plain black ballet flat. You can really wear them with an all black outfit and just spruce it up a bit with this little touch of beige as well. It's still very neutral, so still very wearable. Again, the flexibility of the shoe is amazing, super comfortable, removable insoles as well. They help your feet to not smell while you're wearing them. And yeah, you have on the inside the care instructions and everything. Put this back in. So I love those, and they are called, again, the Mary Jane in nude peach and black. I feel like it's more of a beige than a peach, but you guys can see better the color there up close. The third and final shoe that I picked up from Vivaia were a little bit different for me, and I would say, I don't know, slightly out of my comfort zone, or slightly different from what I would usually go for. But I feel like working in a corporate office, you know, going to the office every day, wanting to look kind of more polished on certain days, I feel like I really was missing just a black heel in my life, just like a simple black heel, pointed toe, really classy, really elegant. So I picked up these, and they're called the Scarlet Heel in black. So as you guys can see, the heel is not too big, because I feel like, especially for me, trying to walk in heels, I think I can count on one hand the times in my life where I've actually worn heels, and one was my school formal, and the second one, I think they were like a super short heel as well. So I really lean more towards this kind of heel if I want to wear a heel. I really love this style. This one is slightly less flexible, as you can see, but given that it's a heel and a different kind of shoe, you need that structure to keep the shape of it like that. This part on the back as well is very sturdy. You'll see there's not much movement there, but I feel like that helps to hold the shape of the shoe quite well. The footbeds on this one, you'll see there's a little bit of extra padding. Again, given the style of shoe, I feel like when you wear heels, and especially if you're walking a lot, that extra comfort and extra padding can really make it more manageable and bearable, even if it is a shorter heel than, you know, your typical stiletto. I think it's always important to have that little bit of extra comfort on the inside. And you can see it there, the detailing of the padding inside the shoe there, that really helps to, yeah, just make the shoe a lot more comfortable. And yeah, you can see that, I mean, a classic feature of the Vivaia shoes, and most of their models, if not all of their models of shoe, have this like knitted kind of effect, which is something that you don't see in a lot of shoes, which, I don't know, I just think it's really interesting and really cute for any kind of occasion if you want to dress it up or dress it down. Again, I'm going to show you a few little clips of me wearing these shoes as well. So all the shoes as well have this like anti-slip sole on the bottom of them, so it just helps to not slip. I don't know if you wear them, for example, on a rainy day or just on ground that's a little bit more slippery. I know in Europe there's definitely a lot of ground that's like that, like really smooth kind of ground. This anti-slip sole can really help you in the city to not fall over like me, because I'm very clumsy. And also on the Mary Janes as well, there's this cute little buckle that's also very stretchy. You can adjust it, as you can see here. Makes it really easy to, yeah, adjust it according to the size of your foot or how tight or loose you want it to be. And of course, because it's stretchy, it will stretch and mold to the sort of shape of your foot as well, which is really nice. But yeah, thank you so much to Vivaia for working with me on today's video. I'm of course going to leave links below for all of these 3 styles that I showed you in today's video, and I would really recommend it to anyone who's looking for a chic pair of flats or heels for work, for every day. These really are a shoe for every day. And just to show you as well, these ones I haven't worn, and these ones I have worn. You'll see that they've sort of molded to the shape of my foot, which is great for me because it just means more comfort. And it's not, I have quite a wide foot, so for anyone with wide feet as well, I feel like these are a really good shoe because they sort of, yeah, as I said, mold to the shape of your foot, and it just makes it that extra bit more comfortable. So I've actually been wearing them with, I mean, the outfit that I have on now. I'm going to show you quickly just a couple of shots. I know that I've included some already in this video, but just to give you an idea of how effortless and timeless they are. Just to give you an idea of kind of like how effortless they are, I'm just wearing this like super simple look, pants, this little turtleneck knit thing, my Vivaia flats, that these are probably my favorite pair, I have to say. Yeah, I just think they're so chic and just honestly go with any outfit. So these will be a part of my outfit today, and look, they're just so cute and so chic. Hello, good morning.
Oh, it's a vlog.
Yeah.
Look how cute pictures we just made.
We've been doing like a little content session this morning.
There were so many people.
Yeah. We're at the fountain.
Yeah.
But I feel like it did well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning this apartment and it just gets dirty again in a few days. So also because my boyfriend is coming next week, and which is really exciting, but I have just like so much to do. I did so much dry cleaning, picked it up this morning, and just like random stuff to do around the house. I need to buy a new doona cover for my bed, like a winter one. And today I just want to get like a bunch of cleaning done, but I ran out of like some cleaning stuff. So yeah, there's just a lot to do, and I have a long weekend, so I want to be productive because he'll be here next Friday. So I'm gonna go meet him at the airport. It's been like 3 months almost since we saw each other last in Indonesia. So yeah, it's his first time in Europe, and he's starting off strong with Italy. So yeah, I'm really excited. Very excited obviously to see him. But yeah, I'm gonna be productive because I've been watching Blue Water High, and if you know, you know. Like, it was the show that I grew up watching. It's so funny how you come full circle. Like, I don't even know why it came to my mind, but now I'm on YouTube just like rewatching the whole first season again. I don't even know how I got back into it, but it's just so funny how you come full circle in something, isn't it? But enough dawdling. I'm going to need to charge my camera battery as well because it's flashing dead. And I will pick up my camera when I'm doing something a little bit more exciting. Just heading out for a little coffee, but I really like my outfit. So it's actually so affordable, these brands. So these jeans are from Weekday. I got them a couple of years ago, but I still think they have this model for sale. I think it's called the Row straight leg jean, which I just love. I think it's so comfortable. It's a rigid denim, but it's still really comfy. This turtleneck I got from Reformation actually, but I have a really similar one from H&M, so you can easily replicate that. This is actually a dress, and I just unbuttoned it and wore it with a turtleneck and appropriated it for winter. So I love that. And sorry if you can hear banging in the background, it's just my washing machine. But I don't know, I've been playing around a little bit with it. Like, I undid it fully and wore it with loose pants. Oh yeah, I think I showed you before. Wore it with loose pants, but I kind of like it having like one part buttoned. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it work? And my Vivaia shoes. Yeah, this is my look. I'm just gonna go get a coffee. Nothing crazy, but I just feel like I need to get out in the sun. Sorry, I need to take those down as well. Take my bins down. I've done a big clean. I'm currently washing my sneakers that have been dirty for 3 months because stupidly I wore my New Balance sneakers, like my good New Balance sneakers, hiking in Indonesia, like in the jungle, when we went and saw the orangutans, and they've just been sitting in a plastic bag for the past 3 months. So I'm finally getting around to cleaning those, but I'm taking a big risk, I think, by putting them in a washing machine. Also because they do have suede on them, so I don't know if I'm making a really big error or if it's actually gonna work. They put it to the lowest temperature, so we'll see if I'm lucky or not, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be fine, but you never know. So yeah, gonna go grab a coffee now and take the bins down and seize the day. I haven't really gotten up to very much today at all. I've kind of just been doing things that I've been putting off for months, so it feels good to get some things done. And like, you know, my plants are dying as well. I feel like I say that in every vlog, that I'm the worst plant mum, but maybe I'll give them a water as well. But I don't know if it's me or if it's getting hot, like if it's just inside or if it's actually getting really warm. I feel like it's getting warm. Yeah. No, I feel like it's perfect temperature outside. So I'm gonna let my washing finish, head out, grab a coffee and get on with my day. Good morning guys, it's the next day now, it's Saturday, and my only real plan for today is that I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll probably do that later this afternoon. I want to go into the city centre and look for just like a cheap sort of winter doona cover. and because I don't want to be cold this winter. And at the moment, I think I told you in a few videos ago that I still have summer linen on my bed, so that's not really going to suffice for the winter season. But I am heading back to Australia in about a month because I'm going back for my sister's wedding in December, which is really exciting. So I'm actually leaving on the 30th of November, and I'll arrive in Sydney on the 1st of December. I'll stay with my boyfriend for a few days, and then we'll start the drive up north to go to the wedding. So it's going to be in a beautiful location of Australia up north, like in the hinterlands, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's been a year since I've been back to Australia, and just this year itself, it makes me reflect so much on how much has happened and how much I've changed, and how much, I don't know, my direction, I guess, in life has changed. And it got me thinking about the subject of change in general, and just also learning to chase it and just take a leap of faith. And looking back, I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because these past 5 years have been monumental in sort of creating the version of myself that I am now, and kind of making me realize what I want in life and what I don't want as well. So learning to really kind of step into your own and put yourself first, even though sometimes it's difficult and sometimes it doesn't seem like it's the right decision, or sometimes you question whether you're going to regret certain things. But I think deep down we know what our gut feeling is about something. And I know this sounds really vague. I'm going to go more into detail in my next videos. I just have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna say, and kind of figure out my next moves a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is, you really need to trust your gut on things sometimes, and what you thought was right for you in one part of your life, maybe that was right for you in one part of your life, but knowing, I feel like, when to change, and when to take that change into your own hands, rather than waiting for something external to shift for you to make that change. I think being proactive in change is something that I've really learned to value, especially in the past 5 years, especially with moving to Italy and changing my life completely. And looking back then, I was much younger, probably much more naive and willing to take risks in my life. So I think as you get older, you become less and less willing to take risks. But I really want to challenge myself and hold myself up to that standard that I set it. I set the precedent for myself 5 years ago when I moved here, without a plan, without a kind of backup, and that was really scary. But I think at the same time, I just blindly followed my gut and my intuition, and I just felt like at that time it was the right thing to do, even though it was the middle of COVID, and even though I didn't know where the hell I was going or what Milan would give to me. But it's given me so much, not only in terms of my career, but in terms of my personal growth as well. I feel like I have stepped into a person that I really love, and I really am proud of the person that I've become. And I think my ultimate goal in this life is just being the person and turning yourself into a person that you would want to be best friends with, because at the end of the day, you are the only constant you have in your life, and you only have yourself to rely on if you want to make changes in life. No one else is going to do it for you. And I think reminding yourself of that on a daily basis, and on a daily basis asking yourself, is what I'm doing today getting me closer to where I want to be in 5 years' time? Or are the decisions that I'm making in the present going to set me up for a better future? And, oftentimes we are just, full, and I have these days as well where your mind is just so full that you're just focused on getting through the day and going through the motions. And it's not often that you sit and reflect on what you do really want and where you do want your life to go. And I think it's important to take those moments, and that's definitely one of those times for me, and one of those kind of seasons that I'm in, I would say, is just a chamber of reflection, really. And I love it because I know that it's going to help me grow, and I trust that what I'm feeling and what I am thinking and believing and wanting for my life is coming. I feel like it's really close and big changes are happening. So if you guys are feeling in a similar way, you have itchy feet, you know there's something kind of bigger for yourself, trust your gut on it and trust your intuition and just go for it. I think, you know, not all of us are in a position to take a risk, whether that's financial risk, maybe you don't have a backup plan to, you know, you don't have an option to, you know, whether that's changing relationships, whether that is quitting a job and not having a backup, whether that and having nowhere as a base that you can go if you're unemployed for 3 months, if you don't have a savings safety net, and all of those things that come from privilege. But I think in many ways privilege can obviously afford you many opportunities in life that maybe some people wouldn't have, but also I think that only gets you so far, and it's hard work that kind of keeps you in those spaces and keeps you with that mindset, because you're the only person who can make this stronger, and you're the only person who can drive yourself forward in this life. No one else is going to do it for you. And I think having, you know, coming to that realization, and, you know, you're not a kid anymore and you have to make your own decisions, and no matter how hard the decision is, and no matter how much you want someone else to just tell you what to do sometimes and go back to when you were a kid and just have everything decided for you, I think, yeah, I'm in one of those stages now where I just want someone to tell me what to do, and I'm, you know, waiting for a sign from the universe or something big to happen to shift me where I need to go. But at the end of the day, you have to trust your gut and, you know, weigh things up in your head and just ask yourself, what is gonna really make me happy, and what is really gonna make me happy today? Not thinking in the future of potential things you have to lose or potential things you have to gain. I mean, what do you want right now, and what is going to make you happy today? Because the future isn't guaranteed. The past can't be changed. So you may as well make sure you're doing something today that's going to get you closer to your desires of today, if that makes sense. Anyway, that was 7 minutes of me chatting away. I felt like I needed a chatty vlog and just a little catch up. And I think I'm gonna end it here, but I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope it helped you in some way. It gave you some kind of insight, or if you can relate to my experience and what I'm kind of feeling right now, then give this video a like, and comment below if it helped you. I would really love to hear from you and, yeah, get to know you guys a little bit better. But I think I'm gonna start a new vlog today, actually, because I'm gonna head over to a friend's place later tonight. But today I really just have to get a bunch of stuff done, like I told you before. So, and I want to be really efficient, so I don't think I'm gonna take the camera with me. But thank you again, and I will speak to you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye.